God bless. God bless. How's everyone doing on this beautiful Tuesday? It's beautiful out today. Look like it may rain, but it's a little warm, but it's still a beautiful day. I'm just grateful to have an opportunity to see another day. I thank God that He thought enough of me to allow me to see another day, and I thank God for you as well. I don't know how your morning has gotten off. I don't know if everything happened as planned. But if it didn't, hit that reset button and start all over again. And I just want to hop on just to encourage someone that whatever you're going through, whatever you're facing, know that God is going to come through. Know that God is going to show up on your behalf. Know that God is going to lift up a standard for you. You know, sometimes we get frustrated. We feel defeated. We feel discouraged. At least I do. Let me speak for me. I understand some people don't feel defeated. Some people don't feel discouraged. And so let me put a springboard in that. That's not for everybody, but I'm just going to talk about me. Can I just talk about me? Sometimes I get discouraged. Sometimes I feel defeated. And all of that. Sometimes I feel like the more I do, I just feel beat down. And but I know that's the trick of the enemy. That's how the enemy wants you to look at it. That's how the enemy wants you to feel about it. But I know that God is working on my behalf. I know God is working behind the scenes. And so we have to put our trust in God, not in what we see, not in what we have, not in what we thought, not in how we feel. We have to put our complete trust in God, because there will be times where you won't see anything. There will be times when you won't feel anything. There will be times when you won't hear anything. And so, but when your complete trust and confidence in God, it doesn't matter if you see it. It doesn't matter if you hear it. So I just want to encourage someone that is feeling like God does not hear you. God does not see you. God is not concerned about you. I'm here to tell you, He's all of that. But we have to trust Him. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it seems like, no matter what it feels like, we have to trust Him. And so I just wanted to give this quick word of encouragement that sometimes when you're going through troubles and trials and tribulations, and it just seemed like everything is against you, God will always send someone to encourage you, to uplift you, to give you that fuel that you need. Sometimes we are on fumes, and God will have to send someone to give us a word of encouragement. Don't put God in a box. Oftentimes we look for certain ones to show up to encourage us, to uplift us, but we have to understand that not all the time that's going to happen. God will use whoever will be obedient and do what He has called and told them to do. If God lay you up on someone's heart, He does that because He know they're going to show up. And so I've had to learn that. I've been in situations and I felt like certain ones should care enough or be concerned enough or have compassion enough to show up in a certain manner. But I had to learn that they may not have what I need. Maybe they can't give me what I need. Maybe they don't have those words of encouragement. Maybe that's just not who they are. Or maybe that's just not what they want to do. But God will always, always, always have someone to show up to pour into you, that will encourage you, that will lift you up. And sometimes that's all you need is a word of encouragement. Sometimes people won't show up. Sometimes people won't call. Sometimes people won't text because they feel that you may ask them for something. So you won't hear from them. But I thank God for those that He sends, because I know it's coming from the heart. If you're going to do something for me, let it be from the heart. Don't do it because you want a pat on the back or you want to look good or you want somebody to shout out your name. No, when you're doing it from the heart, you're not looking for any of that. You don't need any of that. Why? Because you're doing something that is pleasing to the Father. I'm a type of person, if I know you have need of something, it's a certain way I'm going to show up. What good does it do for me to tell, for you to tell me you need help paying your rent? And I know I got it. I know I got it. And I just say, well, but then I ask you, well, how much is the rent? Why ask that question if you're not going to help? Even if you can't pay it all. If I asked you, well, how much is your rent? Or you ain't even got to ask that. You could say, well, I don't know what your rent is, but hey, I have $50 that I can contribute to it. To me, that shows a person that you're willing to help, that you're willing to show up, that you're willing to do what you can do. But when you just asking questions, what are you asking for? Are you asking because you're concerned and you want to know because you want to help? Or are you asking because you're being nosy and you want to have something to talk about? Well, we ain't going to get into all that because I can't. But with that being said, I just want to encourage someone to trust God. Even if God is all you have to lean and depend on, that's all you need. Because I've been in a situation and I'm still in a situation. That's all I have. That's all I have. But I know one thing, God is faithful. And I know when God blesses you, I know when God sends someone to help you, you ain't got to feel guilty. You ain't got to worry about, do they have motives? You don't have to worry about their intentions. You don't know if they doing it because, is it coming from their heart? When God sends somebody, you know it's from the heart. You ain't got to question it. You don't have to question it. You automatically going to know, man, Lord, I know you sent them. God will use somebody that you would never imagine. I know what I'm talking about because he has done it for me. God have had people to show up in my life to do things for me. It just blew my mind. I never expected it. But God, that's what he does. That's how he shows that it's him. So I'm wanting to tell whomever come across this video, don't put God in a box who he can use. Stop looking for God to bless you this way or through this individual. While you looking to the north, God may be coming from the east. While you looking to the south, he may be coming from the west. You don't know how God is going to show up. You don't know how God is going to move. You don't know who God is going to use. Don't put God in a box. God can use whomever he chooses. You just got to be willing. You just have to be in that place that when God sends them, that you can just receive it. And I know once you done been in that place where people have helped you, you have to question, Lord, did that come from their heart? Or did they do it to look good? Did they do it to sound good? Did they do it because they wanted a trumpet blow? Sometimes people will do things because they want to hit a trumpet. Now, if you're going to do something for Sister Yolanda, whoever, whatever you want to call me, I need it to come from your heart. Because if it comes from your heart, you have the heart of the Father. You have the heart of the Father. So with that being said, take God out of a box. Trust who God uses to bless you, to help you, to encourage you. And another thing, sometimes people don't need anything. Sometimes people just need a word of encouragement. Sometimes people just need to hear God loves you. Sometimes people just need to hear God is concerned about you. Sometimes a person may just need to hear God is going to turn things around. Sometimes you just need a word of encouragement. So you don't have to hibernate thinking somebody needs something from you. Just encourage them. It's free. You don't know what a person needs to hear. You don't know what a person is going through. Try to just uplift someone's spirit. Doing that, it has no money value because it's priceless. So with that being said, I got to get off here. I got to walk through these double doors and clock in. God is good. He's worthy. And so we just have to stay focused. So until next time, be blessed. Don't allow anyone to bring you negativity, and don't you bring negativity. Don't allow the enemy to talk negative stuff into your mind and your heart and in your spirit. Have an awesome day. Remember, this is the day that the Lord has made. You have a right to rejoice and to be glad in it. Until next time, be blessed.